There. Mental stream time. There we go. Okay. Now it is back to.
Ever run into this problem? What you can do is to of the mesh. When you do that,
Okay, where was I?
we've got going up here
Okay.
and toggling X-ray. Or the hotkey for that is Alt Z, and that will now show us.
What was that? It was Control Tab. Oh, fuck, not that. Tabbing in this window. Control Tab. Edit mode.
Right through it, and now when we drag over it, you can see that we've got exactly the top half of our donut all the way.
Okay, I step go into that view.
And you can toggle between that, by the way, also with a number pad 5 or by clicking this little gizmo on the right-hand side there at any point. It doesn't have to be in a certain view.
Selected.
Okay,
There's orthograph.
So if we were to just drag over this right now, it looks like we've got half of our donut. However, if you moved around, you would see we're missing the other half of it, okay? And that's because it's hard, okay? The mesh is hard, and therefore to select on the other side of it, we have to be able to see through it. And we can do that by going up here and toggling X-ray.
I don't have that. No, wait, there's that button. Ah, there.
Or the hotkey for that is Alt Z, and that will now show us right through it. And now when we drag over it, you can see that we've got exactly the top half of our donut all the way around. Okay, perfect. So we want to duplicate this and then separate it. Okay, so I'm going to hit Shift D, which is how you duplicate, or you can go up to Mesh and then click on
Remember,
Duplicate, wherever that is.
And put it on your Patreon.
Right there, duplicate at the top. Yeah, but Shift D. Okay, now when you do that, you can see that it is now locked onto my cursor, okay? And it's telling me, where do you want to place this duplicate? And I don't. I want to leave it exactly where it was. So if I hit escape or right click, it's going to cancel the movement and put exactly where it was, but it has now duplicated it. Now what we want to do is move this to its own object, because you can see that we've now got vertices on top of vertices, and they need to be their own separate objects. So to do that, the hotkey is P. P for part of the mesh. Go to another, I don't know. It's P. For whatever reason, it's always been P. And we're looking for selection. So separate by the selected part of the mesh. Okay. And now in object mode, if we switch out of X-ray mode, you can see that we now have two objects, and actually we can see them up here in the outliner as well. Okay. And now just very quickly, because I know that some of you will have just messed up accidentally, and you are now screaming at the screen, oh no, how am I going to fix this? When you did this step, you duplicated it, you right click to cancel it, and then you accidentally did a single click. If you clicked something else, you've now got mesh on top of a mesh, and you don't know which vertex is which. Like, which is the one that was the one that you just made, right? Or which one is the actual donut. So if you ever run into this problem, what you can do is to select only things that are connected, because these are no longer connected.
Why did you decide to work on Blender?
I had nothing better to do today.
Just mouse over and then just hit a single L. L for loose.
It was that bad?
Is it?
The gym isn't open. There's nothing in Crookston. Here I am.
Then when you do
And I
that,
don't want to play
you
video
can
games.
actually,
And I'm also scared to play guitar in case I piss somebody off. Because so far my roommates have been nice. I finally met them and they're nice, but also I don't want to bother them.
You're cutting out a lot.
I don't want to bother them.
Yeah, well you can just like ask at some point tomorrow, hey, can I like pick up my guitar anytime before midnight? Just make sure it's quiet. Don't just like bust into random acoustic solo.
It's my electric.
Is it electric?
Yeah, I got an electric and an acoustic and another electric that barely works.
Cool.
I lost track of what I was doing here.
Right, there's pits that are not connected. It's Control L, or just mouse over and then
I'm in the
just hit
Senna.
L. L for
The what?
League. Leak shit.
Oh.
None of your concern. Leak shit.
Parts? Is it? I don't know.
Make
what
your
it is.
donut.
Link. Oh, it's
Cover
link.
it and
Okay,
come.
select a link.
Tasty.
Then when you do that, you can actually, find
This
the right
team
part of your mesh. Okay, so now I've actually just got just my donut and then just my icing. Fantastic. Okay, so up here in the outliner, you can see 2 objects, and it's probably a good time to name it. Okay, so you can name it by just double-clicking in the outliner. Icing. Another way to name it is if you select, if you've just got your object selected anywhere in your 3D viewport, it's the same hotkey as Windows for renaming files. It's F2.
Server Senna. I have Kate. Play Acro.
Oh, I hate that that's alphabetical.
Cool. So our icing is currently looking like a skin tight something. It's got to have some thickness to it, okay? And we can do that with the modifiers. Okay, so going over here to your modifier stack.
They are range. They're gonna have length.
We are looking for something called
I'm a tank.
Solidify modifier right here. There
That's
really needs to be a
plating.
search function
Always hate
for
ball
the
plating.
modifier stack, but there's just a lot here at the moment. So Solidify, okay.
And
when we do this, you might not have actually really seen much change. If you went into wireframe mode, which you could do by hitting Z and then dragging to the left to go wireframe, or up here, so this is solid view mode, this is wireframe mode. Okay.
Nah, I need
in wireframe mode, we're able to see just the raw mesh without any faces. You can see that it's now, it looks like a donut within a donut, but it's got thickness to it, but it is pointing it in the wrong direction. So this offset setting here from -1, we want to change
why
that
are there
to
more people getting
1,
platinum challenges?
solid view. Okay, so that is like a doona of icing.
Are you adding a layer? Wait, are you
so
actually
turn
making
like our thickness down to be
glaze
something
to it?
a little
Yes,
bit
it's easy.
By the way, when you're dragging these values here, here's a tip. You can see that it's like really hard.
Are you finding in your experience that there are more people with?
Yes. By a lot.
Okay.
If you hold down Shift, that is not incremental.
I'm still going to go by the assumption that they are no-lifing this, but it's probably just means that they want to count up.
Anyways, holding down Shift when you need to use small numbers.
So this is how they add cum on the titties in the animations.
Yes.
He's on Blender.
So smooth. Shift for smooth movements and Control for incremental, or both. Okay. Smooth, like subtle and incremental.
It's just adding layer on top of layer. Duplicate layer.
Hotkeys and everything at once.
Raise, increase size.
Not too much for you.
Change color.
All right, I'm gonna go for like something like a
something like that.
0015.
I want to go up by like.
I want it to look somewhat thick, but not too thick.
Okay.
Now, something to keep in mind
That's okay.
is that this edge here, it looks kind of weird
does all done in Blender because all its assets are released.
If we went into flat shading mode, you can see that it's
how do you fucking change that?
Like a hat on our donut.
Okay?
And the reason for that is
Unreal,
the order of our modifiers. A modifier is what is the best way to think of it? Well, it's working from top to bottom. That's how we describe it. Okay, modifiers are fantastic because at any point we can change these settings. It is a non-destructive way of working. This subdivision setting that I had before, I think it's too high, so I can come in here and I can change these settings, okay? Make it lighter. If it was not, if I was to apply it or I did it a different way, I could not change those settings. Non-destructive is fantastic. It also means that, it's working from top to bottom. So what I want to do is move this above my subdivision, which I can do by just dragging these dots at the top here, just dragging that up, and you can see that now it's doing if I just turn
that's neat.
It's doing the thickness part first, and then it is smoothing it, which means that that edge there that was like this before is now being forced to go like this because of the subsurf, because it adds those points and then it kind of averages them out, which is how subdiv.
Actually, fuck it. Let's go.
Subdiv works.
For this.
There we go. Cool. So now, I don't know, now that thickness doesn't look like enough. So I'll just increase that a little bit. And I'm going to go shade smooth again.
Smart this one. Yeah.
Lovely. Well, we made good time. Yeah, let's just...
Easy donut. The shape is there.
It resembles a donut.
It resembles a donut. Pog. That was the shortest one. I don't care about your company.
What?
He shills his company. It's a texture company or something. What the fuck did I skip into?
We want to make it look more like icing and also make our donut underneath also have a little bit more shape. So, the icing. Okay, now we want to be able to see our mesh and like manipulate things and everything here, but we can't because it's mostly hidden by our solidify modifier.
Actually,
so
not that bad though.
Modify stack over
I mean,
here,
like it's
if we just
not
uncheck
round,
this button here, then it will
the glaze kind of
no
covers
longer display in edit mode.
Glaze
so
cannot be round,
work with
so then you can
here,
make up for like the donut not being round. Wrong. The donut isn't round itself, like it's imperfect.
Yes.
But the glaze makes up for that because glaze doesn't have to be round.
Yes. Yes.
Good.
That's just messing with vertices.
Make it drip.
I haven't gotten to that part yet.
You know why.
You know why.
This will be applicable in further. Good night. We are in fact in the comm zone, so talking about comm is in fact allowed. I should have asked Isaac where Sean was.
Woo. I love Mio's extra energy.
Are you actually drinking Mio?
No, I'm just regular Mio because I didn't want to drink the tap water here, just plain. So instead of drinking it flavored, it's okay. The problem is it doesn't like. You gotta like mix it with a spoon or something. Even then, it doesn't distribute properly.
Tap water?
The tap water here, yeah, tap water here is hard as shit. You taste dirt.
Water softener. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You got the Brita filter hack?
No. You think I have money? I got $9 in my account after buying eggs, chicken, a frozen pizza because I needed to eat, and there's a dishwasher pause because I forgot to grab those fucking things, and fuck, what else? I basically bought a majority of the fridge because I was like, I want shit.
What food?
Food. Hungry. $9. Oh. Started with, I think it was 60. Oh. $9.
That still sounds bad.
I mean, I had to get a whole bunch of odd things here and there. I had to get shampoo because I forgot to grab it. I had to get a fair bit of shit. And I still forgot rice and veggies. Oh. And I forgot to grab a fucking spoon. A big, like, serving spoon for if I did cook something that, like, needed a spoon. So, at some point I'll need to get one of those or go back down to the house and steal one.
Weekend house trip.
I need to go back. Hopefully this next weekend, assuming I have money for gas.
Yeah, the gas. I was gonna say the gas.
Because once I'm down there, not a problem. My car, 30 miles to the gallon, it has over half a tank. It's fine.
You'll make it.
The Cherokee, though, it takes...
Why do you got a Cherokee?
It's my mom's. It's really falling apart. Yeah, it's the only car we have that has a lot of storage. And what it would have been is she would have driven up with me, and I would have just had my car from the start, but she had surgery literally the day I leave, so it's like, fuck. And Heidi doesn't have her license, so...
Why does Heidi not have her license?
She's scared of driving.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I
Yeah.
I can understand that.
She's super timid. You should see her crossing the street. You should see her crossing the street.
Make it in Minneapolis. I mean, I'm also bad at that, but Gavin's a professional jaywalker.
Fucking, like, she fucking sees somebody in the distance, and she's like, she's not gonna cross. It can be like a whole minute before they actually arrive at where she is, and she's not gonna cross. It's like, huh. Oh fuck, I shouldn't have hit that. Oh fuck, I shouldn't have hit that. Oh, this actually. Icing. I love icing.
Make it whip.
I'm working on it.
Like, you gotta make the money. You gotta get the furry money.
I would like to make my own furry avatar for VR chat or some whatever next fucking version bullshit somebody's gonna go with. Because then I can play as a persona, and then I'd have a persona, and I would have an actual ref sheet that I don't need to pay somebody to make.
But you don't have one yet.
Yeah, that's because I'm always like, I can't even afford to like commission one, and I don't have the skills to make anything, so yeah.
Oh, I look for it. Crush wave.
Okay.
She's out of range, she's out of range, she's out of range, she's out of range. Fuck that guy, fuck that guy. There it is. Where's else?
What is it?
Can't help you. Can't dive tower, man. I don't got flash. Hit your paws and cry. Yeah. Oh, wave perfect. Just fucking walk out ganks like a pro.
And then went back to object mode. You can see that we've got something that looks like
Just leave it up to solo.
droop, a little dribbly
I
bit.
just leave it up to solo.
So you can
Oh,
guess
never
we are
mind.
going to be doing
Majesty can't win.
quite a bit
I want
of
you for
that.
life.
I'm going to turn on proportional editing, as you could probably guess, so that now when I move down, I can scroll up, or no, scroll down and increase the fall off.
In.
Man.
Spin. I'm out of fucking. Man, 80. Macy's a farm. We have farm lead. Our top lane. Hey, Gavin.
Yeah.
Have you heard of a Fiora losing into Aatrox?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like her
Just
best. It's her best matchup.
Yeah, just now.
Great. I love that I get the unis. Oh, fucking wonderful. Okay, push lane.
The prodigal son returns.
Unlikely.
You can claim it's unlikely, but the prodigal son does in fact return. I also figured out who the rando guy that added me was.
Your mom?
I looked at stream chat and it was actually a guy on the stream chat was asking to play, but it was in Spanish and also I was looking at my phone, so I had
This bit, sorry, bit of our icing
they're saying
is
cool
clipping
and
through the donut, which would require
me invita Halo Infinite por favor.
Why did I have any viewers for a second? Who was that?
Which I was very confused about because I was like,
fixing and
what?
like manually
YouTube
going there.
encourages
Not good.
viewers very
So it
well.
would be great
Doubt it.
if we could make
Yeah,
it
that's
snap.
you'll get like one person
and
streams all the time.
well,
Mhm.
it's
So
a bit
the
of a
snapping tool
unfortunate
is right
case, but
this little
I will
Especially
not
when they
play
need
with
to.
that personnel. They're playing FIFA now, so
just overview.
Are you streaming? Okay, can't say that.
I'm
Can't say that. Period. Can't say that. Period.
Were you gonna say
it?
turn it on or not?
were you gonna say
Of course.
something racist?
Oh, of course.
By
Of
holding
course.
down
So
control.
yes.
Okay. So
like crazy.
this
I wouldn't say that's
default
racist.
set to
This is
include
Like the N word?
an object rotating scaling. That's
That's pretty racist.
That's pretty racist of you. Could you not say that, bro? Is that blackface?
I am temporarily restricting its
Uh,
movement.
what will I play?
No, I'm an actual demon.
You know what?
And
I
then
could.
it's the exact same thing as
Oh
if I
wait,
was to
shit.
check that.
No,
turn that
Spotify was
button
playing.
on,
Fuck.
and then move it without hitting control.
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay.
Definitely got.
So there's
Definitely
no
got
difference between
claimed. Definitely got
holding
claimed.
control or normal
Unlucky.
control. It functions the exact same way. It's just that
Doesn't
this way
matter.
it lets you do it without having to hold control.
Well, that was
But that's also another
a
good point,
bigger
'cause
artist song,
there's a
so that
hotkey
could be
for it.
like a full
I
on
can't
like
remember what it is, but
worldwide
you
block.
sometimes hit it accidentally.
That was a Steve
without
Lacy song
realizing.
playing.
And then you're like, why can't I move
So,
things properly? Like it's all
oopsie
like it's all
daisy.
messed up, and that's actually a common
Like,
beginner
It is what it
question.
is.
Why can't I
It
move
is
things?
what it is.
Just check that that's not turned on.
Anyways, I
You know,
will
those
just check
blocks are
yeah,
only in like
because it's probably
fringe
turned on.
countries,
Anyway,
right? It's
okay.
not
So coming back,
worldwide.
Well,
because I hit
sometimes
this.
sometimes
we
there's
want
worldwide
to
blocks.
make sure that's turned
That's why.
on, and I want to
Partial
change
ones
it
are
from
fine
snap
because
to
yeah, those
increment
happen
to
in
snap
fringe
to
countries.
face. Okay.
But
Now
the
that I
worldwide
this,
ones,
you can see
yeah,
that if I grab
the
this
worldwide
edge
ones
here,
are the
sorry,
ones that I'm
point
worried
here, and I
about.
just
'Cause
move
those
it
ones
down,
actually can,
you can see
you know,
that part of it
if it's blocked everywhere, the
is,
video may as
this
well
edge
just
here,
the video may as well
this
just be
point
private.
is now snapping to the face. Okay,
Oh.
but this part is not.
What are you guys playing right now?
So
I am looking at Blender and doing Blender.
try not to say that too
It's
much.
on stream.
There is a function for this.
And then you're playing.
Underneath snap to project individual elements.
All right. Well, then now
which
is a
doesn't
perfect opportunity
explain
for me to play
anything really.
Fantasy
Like
Star.
there's no way you would know
Nasty.
this is the button to push.
Well, the new
This
update's out.
Projected individual elements. So then if I go to the wireframe for this and I'm in the right mode for it.
Don't play the original PSO2.
I do from time to time. It's just I got my first PSO game was New Genesis, so now I'm used to the whole fast combat and doing everything.
Edit mode.
Because now he wants to play PSO2 with me, of course.
No, I'm streaming on YouTube anyway, so I don't care.
After I get through chapter 3 of New Genesis, I'll probably get back to playing original PSO2.
Really no.
It's just that problem of having to get used to that slower
if we
combat.
check that now, when we
slower
use
and less
proportional
varied
fall off,
combat,
anything that falls in the proportional fall off area will now also snap to the face underneath it, and that is how we do it. Now we can do whatever we want here. We can move this around. We can do whatever,
Not yours,
and we
man.
can make a donut icing.
So yeah,
look like
I went away because
icing,
and stopped
and
playing
it will
Halo because
automatically snap
my
and
stomach was
form the shape of the
feeling a
donut,
type
which
of way.
is
So
perfect. Now, I've learned from doing donuts many times. I've made more virtual
I fought a battle
donuts
and I
than
won.
Probably actual donuts I've ever eaten.
That's what I tell my work.
I've learned that it's better
my
if
body-
you work
I
for
don't wanna work.
reference. Okay,
my body's
so
not been enjoying
go to
getting
your
used
Google
to
images
American
and
food
type in
again.
donut
'Cause,
icing,
again, I was
and
eating
then
Kenyan
just
food for like 3
find
months,
an image.
so
Doesn't really matter which one, but like something that you like.
having
okay?
spices
You like
and all
the
that
look of
stuff
it,
to basically
like
help
this,
you
like,
just
extra
shit out
dribbly
your
one,
entire
you could get
stomach is
that.
nice.
I happen to like this one here.
Eat the
And-
hottest wings at Buffalo
Just
Wild
save the
Wings.
image, put it somewhere, put it on your desktop, and then I'm going to show you how to
You to
bring
wage
this
a
into
nuclear
Blender.
war on your stomach.
So we want to split
will-
our window here.
You know what?
You
If
can do
there's a
that
day
one of
where
two
I'm
ways.
feeling that
One
desperate
is to
about
go
winning the battle, I'll
basically
do it.
over the edge, a divider of a window here, until you get those little arrows there, so that you could change the size
I'm
of this.
trying to remember if
and
I
just
have
right-click
if I have
there,
Fantasy Star
and
on
then you
my
can say
hard drive
vertical
or my
or
SSD.
horizontal
'cause
split.
Why not just
So,
launch it
whoops.
on
Oh, that did
Steam
not
and don't care?
vertical split.
It's on my
Ta-da.
it's on my hard drive.
So we've
Well,
now
'cause
got
the
two
loading
windows.
time is longer now.
Another way to do it is to go to the top right-hand corner of your screen. And
Oh.
there's no button
It's
for
not
it,
responding.
but your
Let's
cursor
go.
becomes a little target pointer thing, and if you just click and drag
There
to
we
the
go.
left into it,
I don't
will
know.
now
I don't know if the
stop.
loading
If you
time.
click
I don't know
and
if the
drag
loading
to
times
the
are due to
right,
the
it will
servers
now
or if it's
join
due to
it.
my hard drive.
And that used to be
Might
the
be
only
both,
way
'cause
you
I know a lot of
could
people were playing it
make
because
extra windows in Blender. You
Each
just had
chapter.
to know to do that.
Yeah.
There was a little like folded thing there, a little. But anyways,
I haven't.
that's,
A
it's kind
bunch
of an
of.
old
I also
they've
rejoined
kind
the
of
PSO2
kept,
Discord server.
because it's pretty handy. So anyways, once I've split the view, this could be anything. So this is a whole
Also,
bunch of
when I
wonderful
logged
features
back
of
on for the
Blender. It
first
goes
time,
deep.
I
The one
apparently
we're
like
looking for
got
is
a jacket or
blndr,
something. Like I
which allows
unlocked
you
something,
to, guess what?
and then the
Just
game just
bring
went like,
in any
"Fuck
old
you! You
image.
can't
So
access
this
it
is
for
the
some
one we're gonna
reason."
do.
I
Okay.
don't know why.
Now, I want to start to model some of the shapes here, and it should result in a far better one than if I just went by eye.
I am not
One of those
be making a
lessons
donut by eye. I'm waiting for the
you
cum
just
drizzle.
know how something looks, and then you get to the end. There's not enough detail here to create that bit. So what we need is detail.
Did I just get underwear?
So I am
What?
going to apply
It is a game
our
for
subsurf.
people.
Okay.
Are you serious?
To apply anything, it's best.
I'm playing as a male. Why would I get female underwear?
Your,
Fucking hell.
to
Okay.
the top.
Just Fantasia. That's not the right game for
apply
our
it,
game.
and then it's going to be reading from the
just
top
change your gender.
anyway, roughly.
In that game.
Just like in Dark Souls 2, change your gender.
I'm pretty sure the underwear that I just got, the name was actually Fantasia, I think, or something like that, or Phantasma.
And then hit
Fantasia
apply, or you
is
can just hit
the...
Control A.
Yeah, it's the thing where you can just change
it will
genders or
apply
whatever in
whatever
Final
is in
Fantasy.
the
Yeah, you get a
viewport
free
amount, not
one
the render
in,
amount. But
after
the
completing your
viewport
own
amount.
porn.
Okay. So I'm just
You
going
just
to
get toxicity.
I just got a free salon ticket,
And
which
now-
is pretty much a
shocked you didn't do the little
Fantasia thing.
bit.
What
Why
bit?
is that?
Okay. Reborn bit.
No,
You
Sean's,
can see that we now have double
Sean's
Yeah.
at
the
like
amount of our
already got sold.
genuinely
vertices
worst
on.
part
I'm temporarily
of Final
hiding
Fantasy
the donut, by
14,
the way,
which
so
is
you
the
can do it by hitting-
in-between
You can hide anything
2.0
temporarily by
and
hitting
3.0
H,
content.
and then
Wait, I'm trying to remember. You said I'm able to play the first part and then
Pretty much the next